Okay, hello. I'm back for another session here today, 4:30 p.m. EST. I'm doing it. I'm staying committed, strong. 3 days. Very, very happy with that. Sort of continuing the pattern and habit of trying to reflect after that first one where I had too many topics and things to talk about, and then sort of drill down on one thing that I think is really valuable or top of mind. And I have lots of things that are outside of speak, but today I had a couple of pretty amazing moments where finally being able to tie in this email piece through Zapier, however you actually say it, has been very, very profound. And this is something that very excited about for a long time. We've had the ability to pull in audio and video and analyze it. So if you have a video that you send to Dropbox and then you want to automatically analyze it, you can pull it into Speak. It's going to transcribe it, analyze it, you can do exports, PDFs, and everything, and then share and embed. So that's always been very exciting. But so much communication and information is actually created through text. And so we really wanted to set up this text analysis part using Zapier, and that's what we did. And that has unlocked just enormous potential, both on the analysis of an individual entry, but then also when you aggregate that information together. And so just wanted to take a moment to look at that here today. I'm going to share this on the Speak site and probably a couple other places, a little bit of just like a highlight, but also a little bit of a tutorial and guide of how you can actually unlock this power. And hopefully you see the beauty and the value that we do. So this is first of all, I can share this out. This is a new feature, so I will share this out, and then you can just like create this zap right away, instantly, which is awesome already. It's sort of predefined and set up for you. And then just to actually see what this looks like, you would actually create the trigger of the email, and there's different ways to actually set this up. Like you can do different kinds of actually I'll show you. So obviously the email that you want, and then the actual, for example, the inbox, or where you actually, what folder or type of email do you actually want to do. So for myself, it's about the sent ones that I'm actually sending. Now I could analyze emails that actually come in, but right now, at least to preserve my Zapier hits every month, and then really trying to focus on how I'm communicating with others, because other emails could land in your inbox that aren't actually worth analyzing. Then I've done the actual sent method, and there's still some things to think about. I just, as one example, we've got the email signature in the bottom of every email I send, and now that's getting analyzed within Speak too. So figuring out ways to actually address some of those sort of things that I think would refine the actual data and the analysis that you're getting. But already this has been, pretty beautiful and unlocked a lot. So then you would actually sign in with a Speak account right now to do, I guess this is the stopper, but right now to actually hook into Zapier, you need the API key, which we're actually providing at the Forest plan, which is 99 USD a month. So you do need that key to actually get access to this. So I guess that is my disclaimer there as I think about this. But now we can actually go ahead and set up the action, and Gmail, like, they give you a ton of different things that you can actually import. So you can structure this however you want. This is how I did it for sort of the cleanest entry that I could actually get, which was subject as the name. Also put that subject into the description. Did body plain text into text, HTML, and then the actual creation date and time, which then does that meta stamp, which is very exciting, and then a couple tags. And I'll show you. I'll flip into the Speak note in a second, and you'll be able to actually see that. So I did Zapier, Gmail, I did my email because I know that it's tyler@speakai.co, and then the names that I'm actually sending to. So whoever I'm sending the email to actually becomes a tag, and now I can filter by who I've sent emails to and see if I'm communicating in different ways or if we're talking about specific things. Very sort of insightful, especially if structured right. And so lastly, I've got here, almost lastly, one last thing after this. This was just the email. So I had set that trigger up in Zapier. I had sent the email, sent it to Vatzel because he's my friend, and then now it's automatically pulled in. You can see everything that we just looked at there is actually set up and created. Now I've removed the signature and just cleaning it up, but now automatically, what's beautiful, all the people, geopolitical events, and everything is extracted out. So still, we can always do some cleaning on the side. And as you remove insights that are not accurate or you don't find valuable, the system just gets more and more accurate and refined for what you're actually looking for, what you're trying to analyze, and what you're trying to find. And then lastly, this is the actual lastly, this is the dashboard, and I wish I could show you the live dashboard and scroll around, but still doing some stuff with filtering. And then because it's emails, there actually is some sensitive information and things to think about in here. So what I did was just took a screenshot of the dashboard, wiped a couple sentences and some sensitive information from here. And now you can see in the dashboard, what's amazing is you can send emails throughout the entire day, week, month, year. And if you set up the filter, and for this right now is month to date, and then I did Zapier, which I know are then pulling in emails, you can actually surface things on an aggregated basis into the dashboard. So now what's fascinating is I can go and look at yesterday and say, what did I say that I needed? What did I say that I wanted yesterday? And it can almost give me, it can give me action, direction as I head into that day. So that's the potential that we're also really trying to unlock here. Is we're communicating, we're creating emails all day, every day, we're speaking to people all day, every day. How can we actually synthesize that information and then produce what's actually valuable and worthwhile? And right now we just have the needs, the wants, but we'll be able to configure this to what you're looking for. So is it the questions that you're asking? What specifically is valuable to you? What are you actually looking for? We're going to be able to customize and then just surface everything that actually matters for you. And then just on the brands part there, you can start to see brands that you're talking about. And then even on a little bit more, just as a visualized word cloud, but below there, you can also see it actually put into some nice charts. So you can see the popularity of what you're talking about, with Google dominating and Speak AI making some appearances, as well as Facebook also doing the sentiment analysis there. So this was short. Wow, it's the shortest one yet. I'm happy about that. I'm going to keep it tight and focused. After this, I will just share this out on the Speak website, and then I'll include the link for the Zap and just the actual integration as well too. And if you have any questions about how you can hook this up, please feel encouraged to send me a message. And our team's pumped about this. There's a lot that's going to come through the individual analysis, the dashboards, email summaries, and all this great stuff to really try to make meaning out of this sea of information that we're all just constantly swimming in. So thank you very much for checking this out. Hope everything's well on your side, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. EST.